Welcome to the home dressing room at Villa Park. So will the home side be very merry against the Cherries? It won't be straightforward, then again matches in this great knockout competition never are. Bournemouth are scoring freely and flying high in the Championship under a talented English manager. Having seen off Blackpool in the last round, the hosts are looking for their first real run in the FA Cup since reaching the semis in 2010 under Martin O'Neill. Joining me, Jack Woodward, is former winger Steve Froggatt. Froggy, who's caught your eye in the opposition camp?
I think the two main ones would be, obviously skipper Tommy Elphick, who good old-fashioned centre-half, gets lots of challenges in. His stats for blocking this year are fantastic. And obviously he's led them, to this position, to the top of the table. And he's been a real stalwart. He's played most of the games for the team this year, so his minutes on the pitch have been quite impressive as well. And Callum Wilson, who I know a lot about from his days at Coventry City. Excellent striker. He's come through a different route, let's say, to get into football. And at Coventry, he was a free scorer there, had a great partnership with Leon Clark there, was sold to Bournemouth, and he's just not stopped scoring. So even in the Championship, his looks, and he's a player I think one day could actually play at the highest level. If he continues progressing, he's only 22. If you look at the likes of Harry Kane, who's 23 years of age, it's taken him a long time to get into the top flight, but he's a quick lad, great movement. But what I love about this lad, he's genuinely enthusiastic, hungry because of the route he came into football. He's desperate to do well. And hey, top scorer, top of the table, what more can he ask for? He's clearly a natural goal scorer. They've got a lot of hard-working players, a great togetherness. That's why they are where they are at the top of the Championship. But is Callum the jewel in their crown? He certainly is. And if you look at Bournemouth as a club, they're not an enormous club. They spent nearly £3 million, I think, on this boy. So it was a big investment, a big outlay for a club like Bournemouth. And boys, he repaid them in kind because he just cannot stop scoring for them. Yeah, the little cameo of Carles Heel for Villa has given everyone a lift. Very promising debut, came off the bench, wasn't afraid, got stuck in, quick feet. And the fans were excited about him. This could be an opportunity for him to flourish in the FA Cup. Well, the fun thing about this lad is that no one in the press box has yet got his name right, except for you. It's Gil, Hill, whatever they've got it completely wrong. So let's hope he puts his name firmly in everyone's heads. Maybe he'll score with a back heel. Yeah, it's a great little cameo. For someone to come on and be that lively so quickly. Let's just hope he is that missing creative link that we've been so desperate for throughout the season. And I wouldn't be surprised if he starts, because I think if he's going to have an impact in the second half of the season, he needs game time, Jack. Yeah. And what a perfect opportunity to play against lower league opposition in a cup game. It's a free hit for him to come and show what he's capable of. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't start. The FA Cup's still got a wonderful magic about it, hasn't it? You've sampled it. It's got a belter at Swindon all those years ago. Yeah, absolutely. The cup competitions, Jack, as an ex-player, I can't tell you how special they are, because at the end of your career, you look back and you remember the cups. I'll never forget the League Cup final in '94. Winning that was amazing. I played in an FA Cup semi-final here at Villa Park in a Wolves shirt, which was a fabulous day for me, being an ex-Villain as well. That was a great day when Arsenal beat us 1-0. But one of my best memories in a Villa shirt was my first ever goal for the club, and it was a live televised game against Swindon, and I scored a goal in that game. I think we beat them 2-1 on the day. So I'll never forget that. It was a TV game, me and Yorkie scored, and it got us into the next round against Liverpool. And it got you dreamy of glory, as the fans can this year, if, and it is a big if, they can progress past this round. Suddenly you're into the hat for the last 16, you might get a good draw, and it can help the league form. So why not? Let's go for it. And I think what's important, my story is you can replicate it year in, year out. Who's going to make a name for themselves this weekend? Who's going to score that goal that turns our season around? Who's going to get the goal that gets the fans on side? Who's going to get the goal? Who wants to be a hero? Yeah. That's what cup games are all about, Jack. Who wants to make a name for themselves? And maybe Carles Hill, he will be that man that can set the ball rolling for us. I won't push you for a prediction, but I can sense you feeling positive, so that'll do for me. Much more analysis to come over on ABTV, along with the thoughts of former finalist Shay, Alan Hutton, and some classic cup goals scored by the Villains. Andy Blair with me for commentary on Sunday afternoon.